Becky from the Montgomery County Norristown Public Library, and welcome to the creepy cooking edition of Kids Cook. I'm going to show you how to make a few little fun snacks for the Halloween holiday. So the first thing you want to do is make sure your hands are clean, wash your hands, make sure your hair is pulled out of your face and away from your face so that you don't have to keep messing with it as you're working. Make sure your work surface is clean. You can use ordinary dish soap and hot water and a clean dish towel to clean your work surface, or if you are lucky enough to have disinfectant wipes, you can use that as well. Don't have any dangly jewelry in the way to fall into your food. Just basic cooking sanitation that you should always do anytime you're in the kitchen. Obviously, I'm not in the kitchen, I'm at the library today, but still follow these cleanliness rules to make sure that you are safe. So if you got a packet from the library, you will have gotten some chocolate cookies, some chocolate pudding, and some gummy worms. You would have gotten an apple and some mini marshmallows and some peanut butter. And you would have gotten a small donut and some pretzels and some M&Ms. Additionally, what you will need to do to make these things, you're going to need a knife and a cutting board to cut up your apple. You could also have a cup or a bowl to put your pudding in, so you can arrange your dirt, because we're making graveyard dirt. You can arrange your dirt more artfully, and a small cup of water. We're going to try that out and see how that works for the spider that we're going to make. So the things we're making today, this is going to become graveyard dirt. These are going to become ghastly apple grins, and this is going to become a donut spider. So the first thing we're going to do is the graveyard dirt. So go ahead and open your pudding, and I'm going to scoop mine into this little cup just so you have more room to work with your masterpiece. So I'm just going to dump that all in there. It should be facing the other way so you can see what I'm doing. This is how it is. Okay, so we got our mud. We'll call this mud right here. Now we're going to take our cookies, smash them up. Now, if you have a rolling pin, that'll work great, but if you don't, you can just kind of smash. You can take your peanut butter jar if you have a peanut butter, crush it up. You want to get them nice and crushed up. It's pretty good. Wait, here, that's not quite crushed up. Okay, so this is going to be your dirt for your gravy. Shake it out. Ugh. And then just kind of sprinkle it over top of your cup. Okay, there's our mud with the dirt on top. I made a mess all over the table. And then you can artfully arrange your gummy worms inside. And then you're ready to enjoy. So that's number one. Next, we're going to do the, find my camera ever. We're going to do the donut spider. So you're going to take a pretzel and you're going to break it apart so that you have some legs like this. Oop, that one's got a little extra. And then we're going to poke them in into the, try to get them all the same length, poke them into the sides of the donut. Whatever you have left over, feel free to, I just wrecked that one. Feel free to eat, and that's why I gave you extra, because if you're like me, you're gonna wreck some. Okay. That's one. I have some extras here. Okay, you should have 8, hopefully. I'm gonna have to, oh no, he broke his leg. Good thing that was extra long. Seriously, I am having trouble with my spider. Having spider issues here. All right, well, one side's going to be a little bit shorter than the other, but who cares, because we're going to eat them when we're all finished anyway. So, oh my goodness, I should have gotten thicker pretzels. Do the best you can. Ay, ay, ay. Oh well. Maybe we can break these a little bit to even them out. Okay, so when you're finished, you're gonna have something that sort of looks like that. And then we're just gonna take, I'm just gonna wet my finger, I think, and see if this will stick. I'm not sure. That's what the directions said. And that's not working. So I'm just going to take a little dab of peanut butter to stick on the eyeballs. A little bit there. Use that as your glue. And there you go. Got your donut spider. Ugh. And all the legs of all his victims there to consume later. Okay, so there's that one. And now we're going to do the apple grins. And you need your cutting board. Whether you have a, I've got cookie crumbs everywhere. Whether you have a paring knife like this, or a chopping knife like this, or something else, either one will work. I'm going to use the paring knife just because that's probably what most people have in their house. So you're going to, every time you use a knife, first of all, make sure there's an adult close by, because I don't want you accidentally doing something that you'll regret later. And I feel better if an adult is watching you do this, or even helping you. So the first thing you want to do whenever you cut something, whatever you're holding, you're going to make your hand into a claw shape. And you're going to put that claw there. And the reason you do that, you keep your fingers curled in so that if your knife slips, you're going to hit a knuckle instead of a flat finger. And it's less likely that you'll cut off your knuckle unless you're really, really trying very hard to cut. Okay, so we have it cut in half. We're going to cut it in half again. And then we're going to cut that core out. This is how I do it. I hold the knife like this with my fingers wrapped around here. And then I put my thumb here. And then I sort of guide the blade toward me. And if you are careful about your movements, you're not going to cut your thumb off. If you would rather just, I don't know how else you do this, I've always done it that way. You can kind of put it down on the table and kind of cut this way and this way. Either way, you want to get that core out of there. I'm just going to do it my way for this one. Let me just sort of, that takes a little bit of practice, but it's efficient. If you still want to do it, I think how, I guess you could put it this way and kind of cut around it like this. Just as long as you get that core out of there. Make sure there's no seed casing remnants there. Okay, now you're going to cut this. Each one will probably go into thirds or quarters. So we're just going to cut like this. Let me do that. Okay, so now we're going to take one of these. These are going to be the lips. So you want to make sure that you don't peel it because the red is what makes the lips. And you're going to spread those two edges with some peanut butter. And if you're allergic to peanut butter or you don't like it, you could use any other kind of nut butter that you might have at home. You could use some cream cheese, softened up cream cheese. Don't let that stop you from making this fun thing. Okay, so now we're going to take our marshmallows and we're going to put them there, and then we're going to bring the other half of the mouth down, and voila, we have a ghastly apple grin. Okay, so you're all ready to enjoy your apple treats, your donut spider, your graveyard dirt, and I hope you had fun with this. Have a safe holiday. Keep yourself safe if you go out to trick or treat. Make sure you wear a mask because it's Halloween, but also because there's a pandemic going on. And have fun.